It's Alberta, and I am here with 30footFALL, and we are here with their Christmas show, and it is going to be a fucking banger. How did it begin? How did you start doing the Christmas shows, and why did you start doing that?
Well, before I was in a band, let me think about this. The Houston's an early punk and rock and roll band called Spunk played a couple of Christmases in a row at what was known as the Vatican at the time, and it was so fun to have a place to go on Christmas after all the Christmas. And then one year they didn't book it, and Rubio, our bass player, said Spunk didn't book a Christmas show, and we were all like, well, let's do it. And that was 94, and so we've played every year except for 99, and then 19, 20, and 21. Tonight is our 25th show on Christmas, spanning however many years, like almost 28 years. Out of the last 28 years, we've done 25 Christmas shows.
28 years.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Did I do the math right?
That sounds right.
Yeah. I mean, y'all formed in 93, right?
Uh-huh.
But y'all didn't really start recording anything until the next year or so.
Let me think about that. That was
I think there's a cassette.
yeah. There's a 3-song demo out there that it's okay that no one has it. But our first the first thing we recorded that seemed to make a difference around here was a 6-song cassette that had it was a black and white photo of this like 60s family. It was our drummer's family from a billion years ago, and that had just 6 songs on it. We started selling it at shows, and it became like I don't know, there were some songs in there that people actually wanted to hear, and it's pretty exciting when that happens, and so we just kept doing it. And then pretty soon it became such a habit that I don't think anyone has ever had like the guts to quit even if they were tired or angry or anything like that, because like what else are we gonna, why would you do that? Why would you not continue to play?
Well, in your opinion, how do you think that the local punk scene, or like the local Houston punk scene, has changed since then and now?
Chris?
Oh boy, I don't know. It was different for me whenever I started. Whenever you guys were already doing stuff.
Chris has been in the band for 5 years. Is it 5 years now?
Yeah,
but
since 2017.
But we've been in each other's orbit for many more years than that. This is just the first time we had a band together. Yeah. But in answer,
like how is I hear rumors that there used to be a different kind of like camaraderie a long time ago. That has either branched off and become something else, or a different kind of camaraderie, I think. I don't know. Bands that were of certain consistencies of people, they have branched off to do other things involving different genres of music. They've left completely, gone on to...
But do you think that's like more of a natural thing that people do? Like they're part of a scene and then they eventually drift off. But like, how do you think the punk scene in general? Like, do you think that certain people gravitate to it now compared to back then, or is it more like genuine people?
how about this? I don't know what's going on with the kids today. My first show was in 88 or 89 at the Axiom, and it was 7 Seconds, and a band called Blind Ignorance opened up for them, and they were a local band. And the drummer for that band became the singer for Spunk later. Anyway, I had never seen blue hair, mohawks, straight edge kids, or a band besides Willie Nelson at the rodeo. So that was this was pre punk music made it to the radio, and so it seemed to be a thing. It seemed to be a thing that I didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
Come on in. How has the scene changed? So I didn't know anything about the punk scene or anything like that. I just it was more of a what seemed more important and more alive was the fact that people that worked at Star Pizza were making music. I mean, like I see local bands doing anything. So whether it was the style of punk rock music or a funk band or anything else, it was as real and DIY as it got at that time.
Yeah.
Then when the 90s punk explosion happened, there was all kinds of weird shit going on and all kind of weird like gatekeeping politics and this and that. And I'm kind of glad that all the people that did that have passed out of the scene now, because they have. And as far as the punk scene goes now, I don't know anything about it except for that when we were at Trip 6, and that was the funnest show we played in a long time, and also the energy at that venue with that group of people, like everybody was there just being who they were, like and there was nothing to it, like there were skateboarding, trans kids walking around without fear, everybody just kind of super electric. If that is the punk scene now, then I saw the best part of it that night.
That's very true.
But as far as we go, I think it's pretty punk that 5 people that have a ton of like home obligation can steal a few hours a week to do anything.
Yeah, that's
we're really going against the grain here.
So let's talk about the new album that y'all are working on. Y'all are in the studio currently. So would you consider your new album to be sort of like your previous sounds, like your previous work, or has there been any new influences that you've kind of like put into the music this time, like new music that you've heard of or something that you've been wanting to do?
Well, is that alright if I keep talking? I'm sorry.
Go for it.
So the stuff that we are recording right now is sort of I think we're kind of looking at it, the group of songs we just laid down, it's going to be sort of a cap on a particular era of 30footFALL music. Like the songs are new to the world, but they've been floating around us for a little bit, and we're just kind of we're recording these and sort of so we can kind of get them done and feel good about it, and then begin to write songs as this group of people and who we are right now. And as far as anything that would happen to, I don't know about it, for me personally, influences. I'm influenced by 30footFALL and influenced by where we are in life, and so anything that happens to come out of us that we're excited about, we're gonna play it, or whatever the fuck it sounds like. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I fucking right?
That's fair.
Correct.
These are also the last songs that Chris LaForge worked on, and I think we all viewed this as in some way a tribute to him as well, or at least that's how I'm looking at it. Is, these were some of the last songs that he was a part of, however many years ago, and I felt like this was a way to honor, his legacy, and also release something new to the world. But like Butch points out rightfully, they've been floating around us for, in some cases, many years.
Probably as early as 2013, I think, was whenever he
Yeah.
We officially started the demo process on these batch of tunes in 2015.
Nice,
So
okay.
they've been
So it's about time.
they've been sitting in
to do that.
on the hard drive for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm pretty sure, like myself, everyone's looking forward to hearing that. What do you think that, with this new music, what do you think that your fans should care about your new music?
I guess because we're still alive. We're not dead yet.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I think, this is the first real recording we've attempted since 2001.
First time
20 years.
First
Yeah.
time we've done recording where we were all in the same place at the same time, instead of like emailing tracks and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think it's cool. Is that your?
My
That's your.
bedtime alarm.
It is bedtime.
Every time we practice, that alarm goes off too. It's like,
Oh
well,
my God.
okay, guys, we got to wrap it up.
Like
It's
a
time.
partying.
Well, yeah, you're alive. That's for sure.
Yeah. So to answer the question, why should anyone care?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why does anyone care about anything? I think I think this kind of speaks to what Butch was saying. The fact that we're still around and still getting together and making sounds together. In some ways, this reflects that.
To give a shout out to Trip 6 show that we did, because that wanting to not do the same thing we always did for that show is kind of what led us down this path of revisiting these demos and rarely played stuff.
that's true.
And so
Yeah.
on the heels of that, we're just like, hey, we've rehearsed more for this than we have in years, so we have these new songs kind of rehearsed. Why don't we just go track them? And that's how. So that show led to getting in the studio to finish them.
That's badass.
So
Wow.
so
That's
lucky.
really cool. So that's like something that the newer generation could definitely give to, legends, like original people that paved the way for the new punks right now. So like giving back, like giving them a chance to want to keep doing what they love to do. And that's like a good way that the new punk generation can definitely pay off.
Oh man,
And-
I absolutely recommend that if they keep
Influence
playing
or-
music as long
Yeah.
as possible, because
Yeah.
it's super fun and there's no reason not to do it. I mean, if you start it, there's no reason to stop. And I mean, I consider us really lucky that we have this habit of getting together to play, because, well, for one, I couldn't have a band by myself.
You could, but it would be karaoke.
Yeah.
Karaoke.
You and your laptop.
Oh, and
that'd be great.
In 2023, next year is our 30-year anniversary, which is monumental when you think about the fact that we're still showing up and playing shows and getting together, and it's
We're absolutely lucky. All
So
right,
that's
grateful.
huge to release your album in that exact year to celebrate that, as well as honor Chris and everything like that. That is a great statement to make, for sure.
I mean, it certainly offers an opportunity to do something, right? There's kind of
Definitely.
we're just taking advantage of the opportunity, I guess.
You should. As you should. What you have with your lyrics, you have like a really positive outlook on life, even when the circumstances are pretty negative. So, what message are you, 30footFALL, trying to convey to your audience? Like with all the songs that you write.
Well, the lyrics of the mid to late 90s may differ from the lyrics of now, but I mean, just because at that time it was a lot easier to be like, fuck this or fuck that, and this is exactly the way, and things are this, and that is it. But living longer, I kind of learned that things are not quite always this way or that way, and stuff is complex, and life is complex, and that is my hope is to convey that and try to find some way to whatever it is, whatever I'm talking about, try to tell the truth about it as economically as possible, for two reasons. Short and Sweet is some of my favorite songs, and the other part is I get really tired singing lots and lots of words now, so I'm trying to trim it down a little bit.
You get winded.
What I hope, I don't necessarily need, I don't necessarily want to make stuff that sounds particularly like angry for the sake of angry, because that is not me. I want it. I just want to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't wait for more songs to happen so I can think more
We could
thoughts.
we could write songs about that 9 p.m. Alarm clock that it's time to go to bed. We can write like punk rock nursery rhymes to put old punkers to bed. What do you think about that?
Well, at least one.
How it's like time to stop practicing. It's time to go home and drink some Metamucil or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Is that
your.
Fiber 8, whatever you call it.
Or the,
Whatever it's called.
what's the
Did anybody get one of those?
Sleepy
sleepy
time.
time tea or whatever?
Did anybody get
Oh,
one of
yeah,
those
the sleepy
pill,
time?
the daily pill taker things for Christmas? I didn't, but it would be cool if somebody did.
The Monday through or
Yeah.
Saturday through
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah.
Oh no.
We're not far from
Put it
those.
right next to your
That
readers.
could be your album cover.
I put
No.
I put screws
Yeah.
in those.
That's funny.
How has the message changed like over the years? I already know that you said at this point you have a different message, especially with the things that you have encountered in life at this point compared to when you were younger and things like that. But how has it changed over the years as far as writing songs? Do all of you contribute lyrically, or is it just,
I think the method of
How's it
writing
been?
songs has changed a lot because of
Yeah.
technology, and then therefore that impacts like how things come together. So I think it's fair to say, in the '90s, you got together multiple times a week, you rehearsed, it kind of lit a fire under everyone's ass to journal or whatever. Now things come develop differently. They come together differently because I might demo just 8 bars of something and pass it off that might inspire something else. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way songs are constructed are different, and I think that probably impacts the writing process. I imagine that impacts how you write lyrics too, just because a lot of times these songs come together, like this is the blessing and the curse with technology is, we can demo a full song and just send it off, be like, here it is,
And never stand in the same room
yeah.
and record
Just
our
learn
parts
it,
on our
here we go.
own, and then that's a different kind of
have practice over Zoom if you wanted to?
yeah.
Oh, have we tried that?
I have actually before, and it was really awful.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah.
The lag would be.
The lag was
ridiculous.
painful. Yeah. But someday it will be with us. It will be possible.
Another thing about
Just do it in your PJs.
writing songs, there's definitely a difference between if I write a song with lyrics and on the guitar to a present as a sketch and you guys make it into a painting. The lyrics for something that I might completely write at home all by myself, definitely that process is different from listening to what y'all send and trying to get the feeling of it and look through all my stuff and say what is this song, because then I'm trying to fit pieces together, try to make things sound good and make sense versus kind of vomiting up a song all at one time and saying, here is my puke.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing any previews of your new songs tonight at all? Are you playing anything super new?
All of them.
I think we're playing all
All
of
of
them.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of the new ones
Everything
that
we
will
got.
be on the EP. Yeah.
Oh, really? So everything new you're playing tonight?
Uh-huh.
Correct.
Perfect.
I mean,
That's the
Any-
plan.
In with the old. It's a
Yeah.
really long set list. We'll see. We'll see how
Awesome.
we'll see how it transpires.
did you say in with the old? That sounds like an album title for sure. Instead of out with the old.
Oh, I like in with
In
the
with
old.
the old.
No, I like
That's
that.
pretty good.
We just came up
There's
with
no title yet? You just made that up? Just
I was just record the songs and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is your favorite song on the new one so far? What's your favorite one that you're performing tonight?
Bob War.
I
Yeah.
think that's my favorite one. Just that's fun to play.
It's a rocker.
I mean, as soon as Cold Company becomes tight, I love that song. That's a good one. But
Which one did you say before?
Bob War, like barbed wire,
Barbed wire.
but Bob War.
If you know you get yourself caught in that barbed wire.
Oh man, I got barbed wire ripped my pants.
Mine's maybe you could be the one. I think it's something epic sounding about it. Like,
Yeah.
melodically, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, all those and the songs, like each one is different. So we didn't write 4 or 5 of the same like formula. They just happen to all have their own flavor.
And the cool thing about working them up is that they've been around since 2015, most of them. But because they're new to everyone else, like we can go do a show like tonight and not play the same 30 songs that we've played forever. Now we can do 20 of the old songs and,
Or
6 to 10
Still,
ish.
still too many songs. I protest this a little bit.
I told you guys to dig 4 songs.
He did.
We had an interesting process of trying to trim the set list for tonight.
That didn't work, did it?
It didn't work.
Well, it's not 40.
True.
It's not.
Do you have a
not
second
80.
alarm for that one? For
We need an
do
alarm.
you second alarm for the last song?
Guys, it's 1:15.
So I will say I remember a handful of Christmas shows. We went on at 11:15 at Fitzgerald's and we played until
The
2
bar
o'clock.
was shut.
The
Yeah.
lights came on till 2 o'clock. That's a long show. And with 3-minute punk rock songs, that's a really
a lot of songs.
lot of songs.
That is all.
It's a lot of this, Brian.
Well, I am looking forward to hearing Bob War tonight.
Bob War.
Bob War.
Be
Bob
careful
War.
of that Bob War fence.
Bob War. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing that tonight, and thank you guys for talking to me. I don't want us to admit any of these bands, so for sure. Thank you guys for sure for talking to me today.
Thanks for
Thanks
coming
a
to
lot.
see us.
Yes.
Far out. Cool.
We'll see you guys soon. Merry Christmas.
Oh, this was on tape?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.